your queen of hearts. When everyone folds, your fork still holds your place in your bed, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your lies, roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules, talking way too loud, and you're talking rude. You're playing a game, driving me insane. Your heart is back, and it's a fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. Come on. You got me tiptoeing around you like...
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode here on the Northern Farms. So, we're in October now, and it's a beautiful day, and we are going to go and talk to Dad and see what he wants us to do. Looks like he's got the sprayer out, so that could be a clue to what he wants us to do. So, let's knock on the door. Just give him a minute. Here he is. Hello Dad, how are you?
Hello, son. I am doing very well. Today, I would like you to go and spray some fertiliser on fields 3 and 4. And then I would like you to head up to Stuart's and help him with the jobs he needs done since he has just finished all of his harvesting. So he will be very busy at the minute and could do with an extra set of hands. And he will pay you well, so it will give you some extra money and will keep you busy since there is not a lot to do on the farm at the minute since we are getting into the winter time. But once we get to springtime, there will be a lot more to do. Anyways, I better let you get going since you have a lot of jobs to do. See you later.
Well, that is good that you're doing good, and you like me to go and spray field 3 and 4, which is not a problem at all. I can put some fertilizer on them, and then you would like me to head down to Stuart's farm and help him out. So, other than that, that's everything for today. So yeah, I'll see you later. So, Dad wants us to go and put some fertilizer on the fields, so that's probably why the sprayer is just sitting here. So let's jump into it. Looks like it's full, which is good. There we go. So let's take this down to field 4 first. We'll do that one first. I think that's the one with the rubbish tram lines, and then we will go and do field 3 afterwards with the better tram lines. And I was actually right about the tram lines as well. The reason mines were so bad was because we were using a drill that wasn't hooked onto the back of the tractor on the A-frame. It's because it was on the drawbar, so... Oh, don't know why I put my indicator on, because it's not a road. So yeah, as you can see, the tram lines are pretty bad in this field. But hopefully next time they'll get better. So let's just get this unfolded. And let's get spraying, because it's definitely a job that needs to be done, because our, as you can see, our nitrogen levels are pretty bad on that map. There we go. Lovely. So it looks like it's a yellow colour, which is a bit different than normal. Because normally it's more of a green colour, but it's good to have a wee change, I suppose. And the nitrogen levels probably have changed over time. so that is us finished all the spraying. We've done fields 3 and 4 now, so that's them all fully fertilized, which is good. That means we're going to get a good yield out of them, hopefully. And other than that, it's time to park this thing up and head over to Stuart's. And you may notice Stuart's Massey Ferguson is still over here, and he's actually got a forage wagon and a seeder. That is, oh, and that silage thing, because he doesn't have enough space at his farm currently to store them, so we said we could store them here, since we got plenty of space. So that's the reason for them being there. We did also get some grass into the pit, so that is good as well. That shed door's shut. Let's shut these. Keep it safe. So yeah, let's head up to Stuart's. The Land Rover is just here, so we can just get into it. Wow, it's very muddy. I think Dad's been zooming around the fields while I've been away. So yeah, I'm going to head up to Stuart's and I'll see you when we get there. Right, so we've just arrived at Stuart's farm, so let's go and find somewhere to park up. It looks like he's done a bit of moving around, and it also looks like he's got some silage pits now, so he's not going to have to use ours, which is wasn't a problem at all. I didn't mind him using ours, but it's nice that he's got his own as well. So yeah, look at these lovely big silage pits. But anyways, let's go and talk to him and see what jobs he's got for us. Oh, and looks like he's got a new baler as well. Very nice. Anyways, let's go and knock on his door and see what he's got for us today. I'll just give him a minute. Ah, here he is.
Hello, I would like you to start by baling the field behind my house, and after you have finished that, can you go and cultivate field 27 since I want to put some oats into it? And after you have done the cultivating, can you seed it with oats, since that will be a good crop for some extra money? And after you have done that field, could you go and seed the field next door, which has 3 trees running through it, and that will mean you are in the right field. And after you have done that, if you want, you can go and fertilize both of the fields, and by the way, you can come and have a drink and snack anytime you want, and I will pay you when you have done all the jobs for me. See you later.
Right, not a problem at all. I can go and bale the field behind your house, and then I will get to doing a bit of cultivating and seeding. Not a problem at all. Right, I better go off. Better get off and do that. Right, so makes sense why this baler is here, because he wants us to go and do a bit of baling with this lovely New Holland T7 and baler. So let's reverse this and let's get taken behind the house and we'll get baling, because it's October now, so he really does need to get the baling done before it's too late, because you'll need all the straw and all that for winter time, or even just to sell, just in case he wants to sell it and make some extra money, because I've heard that he's not doing too well money wise. A lot of his crops didn't turn out too well, but at the same time he had a few crops that did turn out alright. So let's get this put down and turned on. There we go. So hopefully he'll get quite a few bales out of this, and then we can come along and pick them up when he's ready for me to do that. It does look like it's quite a lot of straw he's getting, so that's good.
Who am I to say what you should want and what you should need? Who am I to say for what your heart should bleed? No, no, I can only tell you about me, so listen now. The night falls down on you.
Right, so that is us finished the baling in that field, so it's time to get this parked up. I think we'll just park it just alongside here somewhere. Maybe even just down here, out of the way. Yeah, because this track doesn't really get used much. Because no one's living in those houses. I think there's just a couple of cars parked there maybe. That Stuart uses to run around to get the shopping and all that sort of stuff, so not a problem leaving that there, I don't think. Well, the next job is to go and do a bit of cultivating, and it looks like Stuart's got a new tractor, or maybe a tractor that's just come from his other farm. So we got a lovely Fen 936 with a Lemkin on the back of some sort. It's going to be a really good tool, and it's going to be an amazing tractor. I've never used a tractor this big before. I believe it's got somewhere about 350 horsepower, so quite a lot. A lot more than I'm used to anyway. I'm just used to about 200 now. So it's quite a nice wee change. But yeah, I believe he wants us to do this field here. So we'll get on with this. It's not the biggest field in the world, but it's not the smallest. So it might take us a wee minute to get it done. Oh wow, look at that. Very fancy. It's like a transformer, the way it unfolds. And just put that down. Is that it? Yep, that's us. Perfect. So let's just swing around here and get going with this.
Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town, I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it and the night is young, it doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody like. You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you, I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you, I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you. Talking about yourself and you make me smile, I could listen all night long. I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to our favorite song. Walking on the street when you caught my eye, something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody.
Right, so that is us pretty much finished. Just got this last little bit behind us to do, and then that'll be us finished. And then we can move on to the seeding, which I believe Stuart's got all set up for us, so we don't need to worry too much about how we do it. As long as I do 4 headlands, which will work out right, because I believe his sprayer's about 24 meters as well, so and if it's not, we can use our sprayer to spray it off. So as long as we do somewhere in the region of that, we should be fine. So there's part of this where we got it from, which was just here. And we're just looking, it does look like he's got a new shed as well. So it does look like he's thinking about space a wee bit. And it also looks like he's bought some, oh, wrong door, potato equipment. So I think this is the machine we're going to get to use. And then this here is a topper from what I've done my research on, and this is what you put on the front of the machine, and then you have the harvester on the back. But obviously he doesn't have the harvester yet, so it must be on order, just coming. But I believe the harvesters are over £200,000 from what I've seen, so yeah, it's quite expensive. And I would assume Stuart's going to do potatoes if he's spending all this money on it. So anyways, seems like this is the seeder we're using. And he did say he wanted oats, and it looks like he's already got the oat seed in here, so we don't need to worry too much about it. And he said he's got all the tram lines and all that sorted, so we don't need to worry about that either. Anyways, right. Let's get this unfolded. Actually, now I'm just thinking, I think I'm going to have to do it to 18 meters the way the tram lines work. So this first one, you don't do a tram line, it's the second one you do. So if I go to here, so this is going to be the first headland. We've put that down, and off we go. Now, I must have... Is it seeded? Yep, seems to be seeding. For some reason the seed's not going down. What I'll do is I'll jump out in a minute and I'll check, make sure it's all working fine. I don't know why that seed's not going down. I guess free seed for Stuart. Must be a reason for it, I don't know. But it does look like it's working, so that's all good. And he did say to me off camera that he's got another field over there he needs done, so it's up to us what he put in that, because Stuart is sort of made us farm manager in the way at the minute. He said that I can decide what goes in what field and all that sort of stuff. As long as I think it's sensible and all that, then he's happy for me to do it. So yeah, we're sort of farm manager. We haven't been promoted officially to it, but we are making quite a few decisions for the farm anyway. Right, we'll put that down just so the weight is taken off the tractor. Don't know why none of the seeds coming out the hopper, but I'm sure I'll find out in a minute maybe. Maybe it's just a glitch in the weighing system. But other than that, everything seems to be working well, so let's continue.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country.
Right, so that is us almost finished. We've just got another little bit behind us to do. But as you can see, those tram lines look 100 times better, so it is because of the seeder, I would say. I would say Stuart's other seeder didn't work as well as tram lines, and that's the main reason for that, for us messing up on them. But yeah, this one just works amazing on it. And because it's not a cultivated field, because we disked it, it actually makes it easier to see the tram lines as well, so that was much easier. So we're going to go and move on to the field just over there. So I'm not too sure where it is, so I'm going to turn the camera off so I can take my full focus onto that, and I will see you once we arrive at the field. Right, so we're here. We are here in the field. It did take a minute to find it, but after we found it, it was easy enough. And since Stuart said we could decide, we are going to put some wheat in this field, because I think that's quite a sensible crop. Stuart did say this field's never been seeded, so try to pick a crop that had a decent yield and would earn a decent amount of money. So wheat is one of those crops that makes straw, so that's extra money, and it alright yielding as well. Barley's a wee bit better yielding, but wheat is worth more, so I think wheat is going to be the best one for this field. So let's get everything lowered down and let's get this turned on. And as you can see though, the seed has gone down, so the scales are working again, which is good. Let's just get the drone up for a second and see if it's working alright. Yeah, it seems to be working perfectly. So again, we're going to do 3 headlands, I think, and then that should take us to the right number. And hopefully this crop turns out well, because I'm deciding, so I kind of want to show Stuart that it is a good idea to put some wheat in. So I'm hoping I've made a good decision, but let's just lift that tank up because it is making it tricky to turn. There we go, much better. So yeah, because if I make a bad decision, of course that's not going to be good for Stuart for earning all the money. But anyways, let's continue. Right, so I've finished the seeding now, and I think it's time to go and get a drink and a snack. Since Stuart said we come in anytime we want and get a drink and snack. And then I think after we've had a snack and drink, we will go and do a bit of fertilising in both of the fields. I did quickly just go and set up the fertiliser spreader Stuart's on the tractor, and I've set it to 18 meters since that is how big the tram lines are set for. So because we are going to use a spreader instead of a sprayer, since Stuart's sprayer is only 20, well, I say only, it is 27 meters, which is too big for the tram lines we've done by about 9 meters. So we are going to go in and have a snack and drink. Now we'll see you after we've had that. Right, so a bit of time has passed now. It is almost 12:15, and it is time to go and do a bit of fertilising. So, in the sheds here we go. So yeah, I've got the fertiliser spreader all set up with Stuart's New Holland. It's quite a nice fertiliser spreader, this. So we've set it to 18 meters, so it should be fine with the tram lines. I was going to wait until the crop had grown a wee bit, but then I was thinking about it and I thought, if we're using a spreader, we don't have to really wait till the crop has grown. So we're just going to do it today. So we'll start with this field and then we'll move on to the next field. I don't know how much fertilizer it's going to take, but I'm not sure. I suppose it takes much as it needs, because as you can see, it's in the red. There we go. See what I mean? Perfect. I've got it set perfectly. Everything's working well. I think it's green. Greeny yellow, so that's good. So yeah, seems to be working well.
Left the big city for the simple country life. Found myself a woman that it took for me to be my wife. I was working on the ground come the sun up to sundown. Yeah, I'm trying to make a reputation for a man inside this town. Hard as I try, maybe I just can't. I ain't no up and kinda leaving me. She kissed me one time and she took my heart. Baby, you could...
Right, so that is us finished all the fertilizing on both fields. And you know what, the tram lines worked really well. The way that this spreader was set. We didn't have to worry about going over too much crop, so that was good. Let's just spin around here and get this reversed into the shed. I could have put some lime on it if I wanted to get that yield up even more. But I think it's fine for now. I still think we're going to get a pretty good yield out of it anyway, so we don't need to worry too much about it. I don't think there's much else we can do today, because as Dad said, there's nothing to really do on our farm at the minute since all the seeding's done and all that. And we've done a couple of fields on Stuart's, so there's not much else we can really do. Let's just shift this over a wee bit so I'm not jumping into the sheep pen with them, because I don't really want to be getting kicked by a sheep or something. There we go, that's better. But yeah, it looks like Stuart's been moving some manure. I wouldn't want to be leaving that gate open because somehow a cow would probably get out. So let's go and talk to Stuart for a minute and tell him that we've done all the jobs. So let's knock on the door. Give him a minute. Oh, here he is. Hello, Stuart. So I've done all the jobs you've asked me to do, so I am going to head home now, and I'm going to go and have some lunch and all that sort of thing. And yeah, I've done those couple of fields for you. I've put some fertilizer on them as well because I needed it, and yeah, that's it. So see you later.
Well, thank you very much for doing that cultivating, seeding and fertilizing. I really appreciate your time and help. I hope you enjoy your lunch, and here is some money for your help. See you later.
Right, so we've said goodbye to Stuart and we've told him what we've done, and as you can see, he has transferred us £5,500, which was very nice of him. He didn't need to do that at all, but he has. So it makes a difference for us. So I think I'm going to end the video here. So if you enjoyed this episode, please do like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think of this series so far, and if you're enjoying it. And if you'd like to join any of my socials, they are linked below this video, and if you'd like to share this video with anyone else, I would appreciate that as well. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.